Left-wing leaders have vacillated between stating women don't exist and suggesting the world would be better with more of them. Right-wing opponents have usually avoided such ontological misunderstanding. Prime Minister Boris Johnson has sometimes used woke language about gender. At the G7 in 2021, he promised to reconstruct the international economy in a gender-neutral and more feminine fashion. This strange assertion was made when any increased growth, feminine or otherwise, would have been welcome, especially among the poorest in the UK. The country's GDP fell 9.9% in 2020, primarily due to government lockdowns. Johnson has since been more reasonable. Johnson felt qualified to argue recently that the fundamental truths of biology remain immensely relevant in separating men and women. Brave. He's back in confusing territory. Johnson called Putin's invasion of Ukraine a great example of toxic masculinity and urged the world to put more women in charge on June 29th, ahead of a NATO conference. It's unclear how these words can aid the Ukrainian people, either by bolstering security in the country and the region or by ending the bloodshed. Johnson's claim that Putin's lack of femininity triggered the invasion may be refuted by Catherine the Great's Wikipedia page. It's also perplexing that a male prime minister, immediately after a bruising leadership contest that nearly ousted him from Downing Street, would want to call for more female political personalities on the world stage. Liz Truss and Penny Mordaunt are rumored to be mulling leadership aspirations in Johnson's absence. Why doesn't Johnson retire to make place for these women? How should we read Johnson's refusal to quit over the need to diversify NATO genitalia? Perhaps he has a lesser form of the toxic masculinity he sees in Putin's power grabs. Boris Johnson faces the political battle of his life. He must show conservative voters and MPs that he has vitality and ideas, not mental degeneration. Every minute spent trying to impress Guardian readers or writing left-wing nonsense is wasted.